So let's go on to the next question, guys. In the shape of a pyramid, marbles are arranged in layers. The first layer consists of one marble resting on three marbles, which in turn rests on six marbles, which in turn rests on 10 marbles, so on and so forth. We have two questions. Find the number of marbles in the 15th layer from the top. And second is find total number of marbles if there are 15 layers. Okay. All right. So to solve both of these questions, guys, we need to understand a small concept here. Okay. And that is, एक marble है अपने पास. This marble is resting on three small marbles, right? अब three marbles, right? Now, guys, ऐसा कैसे होगा? These three marbles will form a gap, right? एक छोटा gap बनेगा, right? उस gap पे एक marble rest करेगा. Okay. Same way, when you have six marbles, the six marbles will form three gaps. देखो, एक ये gap बनेगा, एक ये gap बनेगा, और ये gap बनेगा, right? Wherever they intersect, right? Wherever they are meeting, wherever three marbles will meet, they'll form one gap, right? As per the previous example. तो जब छह मार्बल्स मिलेंगे तो एक दो तीन एग्जैक्टली तीन कैप्स बनेंगे राइट एंड दैट्स वेयर एग्जैक्टली दीस थ्री मार्बल्स विल रेस्ट ओके अब सेम थिंग विल हैपन नीचे ओके 10 मार्बल्स व्हेन दे मीट दे विल फॉर्म सिक्स गैप्स देखो एक गैप ये है 1 2 एक ये 3 फिर ये 4 5 एंड 6 ओके सिक्स गैप्स जहां पे सिक्स मार्बल्स विल रेस्ट right? I hope you're understanding this. Okay, इन्हीं को एक के ऊपर एक stack कर दिया हमने, so you get a pyramid like this. Okay, the shape is also called as a tetrahedron. Okay, tetrahedron means a pyramid that is exactly four faces. Now, what do you observe in this tetrahedron, guys? In the first, if there is a first layer you talk about, the first layer has exactly one marble. The second layer has exactly three marbles. The third layer has exactly six. The fourth layer has exactly 10. Okay. Now, what is this one? One is as such one, which is summation of one, I can say. बोल सकते हैं. This three is nothing but two plus one, right? Which is summation of two. Two plus one. What is this six, guys? Summation of three, right? What is this 10, guys? Summation of four. Four plus three plus two plus one is 10, right? So you observe that in this case, guys, you know, if you take the first row, you have one marbles. For two rows, I have three. For second row, I have three marbles. For third row, I have six marbles. For fourth row, I have 10 marbles. Or basically for the nth row, I have summation of n marbles, right? Just now we saw that summation 1, summation 2, summation 3, summation 4. So remember, guys, whenever you have, if you have an arrangement of marbles like this, 1, 3, 6, 10, okay, they form a sequence which is a summation of first and natural numbers. And that is for the nth particular layer, the number of marbles will be summation of n. It's as simple as that. Okay. So if the question says that the 15th layer mein kitna marbles hai wo chahiye, right? Find the number of marbles in the 15th layer. By this particular formula we studied just now. Okay. For the 15th row, I'll substitute n is equal to 15. So summation of 15 nikalna padega. 15 into 15 plus 1 is 16 upon 2, 8. 8 into 15 is 120. That's the required answer in this case. Okay. So the next question says, okay, if there are 15 rows in all, okay, what is the total number of marbles? Okay, तो पहले हम guys ये observe करते हैं. See, if there is exactly one row, suppose एक ही row है, so there is only one marble, right, which is summation of n, which we saw. Okay, now if there are two rows, guys, two rows में कितने marbles होंगे? Two rows में ऊपर का एक marble होगा और नीचे के तीन होंगे, right? So we have 1 plus 3, which is nothing but summation of summation 1 and summation 2, isn't it? यही हो रहा है ना यहाँ पे, right? Now again, if there are three rows, okay, three rows में कितने marbles रहेंगे, guys? Three rows में number of marbles will be 1 plus 3 plus 6. This 1 is nothing but summation of 1. Okay, this 3 is nothing but summation of 2 and 6 is nothing but summation of 3, right? So summation of all these values, right? Okay, अगर चार rows रहेंगे तो क्या होगा, guys? Summation of summation 1 plus summation 2 plus summation 3 plus summation 4. यही होंगे ना total number of marbles, right, guys? So basically, you can just tabulate it like this. Okay, and for the nth row, okay, the number of marbles in that row will be summation of n basically, right? And summation of n is n into n plus 1 by 2. So total marbles कितने होंगे, guys? Summation of this value, right? Summation of n into n plus 1 divided by 2. If there are n number of rows, total कितने marbles हुए? Summation of n, isn't it? Which is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 का summation. Now थोड़ी देर पहले we calculate this answer, right? We saw that question 1 into 2, 2 into 3, right? उसमें हमने value निकाली है. Summation of r into r plus 1 is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 3. ये निकाल चुके थे हम लोग, मैंने box भी किया था. So now we want to find out summation of r into r plus 1 divided by 2. तो अपना आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? हाफ हो जाएगा, right? So it will be n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 6. Okay, you can remember this as a standard formula. Okay, this series, okay, particularly 1, 3, 6, 10. Okay, this is basically referred to as a triangular series. Okay, triangular series, iska sum of the first n terms is this, and the nth term is nothing but sum of the first n natural numbers. Okay, remember this. Okay, for triangular series, the sum of the first n terms is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 6. And for the nth term, it is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now you can solve the question very, very easily, right? Find total number of marbles. There are 15 layers. N के जगह put करेंगे 15. 15 into 16 into 17 upon 6. Okay, 5, 8, 17, 40, 680. As 40 into 17 is 680. As simple as that. Okay, guys, so we'll solve a few more questions now based on the triangular series. Let's go. Identical spherical balls are spread on a tabletop so as to form an equilateral triangle. How many balls are needed so that a side of the equilateral triangle contains n number of balls? Okay. So if you have understood the concept, you can directly mark the answer. Option D hoga, right? No, answer D nahi hoga. All right. So what you can do is, हमने observation पहले किया हुआ है, right? In the first row, there is going to be exactly one marble, right? In the second row, there is going to be 3 marbles. In the third row, there is going to be summation of 3, like 6 marbles, right? Okay. So यहाँ पे अगर हम देखें guys, in this case, अगर suppose मैंने 1, 2, 3, 4 से 4 layer तक बनाया है मैंने, right? So if I have exactly 4 rows तक, okay, total pyramid being formed, then how many marbles do I have? Okay, the number of marbles which I will have in total is going to be summation of 4 in this case, right? यही होगा यहाँ पे in this case, okay, such that everywhere you have 4, 4, 4, 4. Can you see this? Right? Okay, so it is basically one section of your triangular series. Okay, pyramid का section मैंने से दिखाया यहाँ पे आपको अभी. Okay, if you're not getting this, कोई बात नहीं, we have one more easier method. Okay, we'll just use mathematical induction. हम लोग छोटे छोटे numbers लेके study करते हैं. Okay, suppose if you have 3 marbles like this. Okay, then in this case, the side of the equilateral triangle will contain exactly 2 marbles each, right? What are these total 3 marbles? They are summation of 2. 2 marbles here, 2 here, 2 here. Okay. Okay, अगर 3 वाला रो हुआ तो 3 marbles here, 3 here and 3 here. In total, I have 1, 2 and 3. 6 marbles. 6 is nothing but summation of 3. Again, if I have 4 rows, तो ये देखो 4 यहाँ पे, 4 यहाँ पे, 4 यहाँ पे. Total marbles कितने हुए? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is nothing but summation of 4, right? So guys, if the equilateral triangle has n number of balls, the total number of balls used will be summation of n. That is n into n plus 1 upon 2. Okay, बहुत लोग घाई करते हैं guys और d mark करते हैं, but you have to be really careful in this. Okay, let's go on to the next question now. Eight, 4, 3, 6 steel balls, each with a radius of 1.35 centimeters, are stacked in a pile with one ball on the top. 3 balls in the second layer, 6 in the third, 10 in the fourth, and so on. Find the number of layers. Okay, guys, so let's solve this one. Okay, guys, so let's solve the next question. 8, 4, 3, 6 steel balls, each with a radius of 1.35 centimeters, are stacked in a pile with one ball on the top, 3 balls in second layer, 6 in the third, 10 in the fourth, and so on. Find the number of layers. Okay. अब यहाँ पे आपको total number of marbles दिया हुआ है. They are asking you number of layers, right? We know that for n number of rows, the number of marbles is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 6. This should be equal to the total number of marbles. Okay. In this question, they are given to you this as 8, 4, 3, 6. So n into n plus 1 into n plus 2, this thing should be equal to 8436 multiplied by 6. Okay. Now you can factorize if you want. If you observe carefully, ये 12 से divisible होगा. 84, 36 both are divisible by 12. So ये हो जाएगा 12, 7s are 84 and 12, 3s are 36. Okay. और अब इसको factorize करना पड़ेगा 703 को. So we'll just try by factorizing it with, let's say 11 से divisible नहीं होगा, 7 से भी नहीं होगा, 13 565 नहीं. What about 17 17 4 68 9 19 3s are 57. हाँ ये से हो जाएगा, right? So this is 19 19 sorry 19 3s are 57 and 19 7s are 133, right? Into 6. Okay, now is 6 को split करो as 2 into 3. So this is 36 into 38 into 37, right? So number of rows is 36. Okay, this is how you factorize 8436 and solve the question. Okay, now guys, I'll tell you a much quicker way to solve this question. Okay, and this particular concept we'll again discuss in detail when we basically reach the 5th module, the last module. Okay, now if you just take the 6 on the right hand side, guys, in this case, okay, what do you have the right hand side as? Right hand side is 8436 multiplied by 6. So the units digit should end with a 6, right? The units place should be 6 of the answer, right? ओके अब हम n को पुट करते हैं बेसिकली ऑप्शन से गाइस एंड चेक द यूनिट्स प्लेस फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस. अगर हमने n को 34 लिया सपोज, तो ये हो जाएगा 34 into 35 into 36. द यूनिट्स डिजिट ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट विल बी 5 into 6 into 4, जो कि बेसिकली 0 से खत्म होगा, राइट. 5 into any even number will always end with a 0. सो यहाँ पे इन तीनों का प्रोडक्ट विल ऑलवेज एंड विद 0, बट हमारा आंसर जो है 6 से खत्म होना चाहिए, राइट. दैट मींस n can't be equal to 34. रूल्ड आउट. Same way guys, n can't be equal to 35. Okay, 35 same problem होगा. 35 into 36 into 37. Okay, 35 that is end in number ending with 5 multiply with any even number, the number will end with 0. ये भी चला गया. 37 से ट्राई करें तो 37 into 38 into 39. In this case, let's look at the units place. 7 into 8 is 56. 6 into 9 is 54. 4 से खत्म हो रहा है ये. We want a number ending with 6. So by default ये होगा अपना आंसर. We will cross check. 36 into 37 into 38. 6 sevens are 42. 2 8 is 16. Perfect. Number 6 से ही खत्म होना चाहिए, right? That's how we solve it. Okay. So whichever method is comfortable. See, when I am solving it, I won't actually solve this much. मैं ये दोनों check ही नहीं करूँगा. ओके मुझे मेंटली पता है कि इसको इसका अगला नंबर 35 होगा, इसका अगला नंबर इवन होगा, इन दोनों का प्रोडक्ट 0 से खत्म होगा हमेशा, तो ये दोनों चेक करने का खास जरूरत ही नहीं है. ओके यू कैन डायरेक्टली चेक ओनली दीस टू. ओके व्हिचएवर मेथड सूट्स यू अल्टीमेटली. हर एक का सॉल्विंग, हर एक का कैपेबिलिटी, हर एक का लेवल और हर एक का प्रायोरिटी अलग अलग होता है. सो यू नो there can be different ways out. Whichever suits you, you can factorize or you can just use the options. Totally your choice.